Welcome to Cam Look, your bi-weekly bit of the Cincinnati Art Museum. Each Tuesday and Thursday, a staff member or volunteer will present an object from the museum's permanent collection and pose questions for discussion. Please check back at 10 a.m. on those days for new work and a new conversation. Hi, I'm Susan, a docent at the museum, and today I'd like to share a unique work from our permanent collection. This is a tomb relief from China, carved during the Han Dynasty. It is currently on display in Gallery 234 in our Galloping Through the Dynasties exhibit. How do you describe or summarize a dynasty from 206 before the Common Era to 220 of the Common Era, over 400 years, in a few sentences? Poorly, probably, but I'll give it a try, and I'll focus on what's pertinent to our artwork. Chinese territory as we know it had been united under a previous dynasty, but needed to be maintained. Conquest of the Fergan Valley along a major silk route provided a valuable resource for this purpose. Cavalry horses. Of such fine quality, they gained mythical status and became known as heavenly horses. Now extinct, here are two illustrations. Possession of such heavenly horses lent power and prestige. The Chinese emperor's authority was thought to be bestowed by heaven, and he was known as the Son of Heaven. Back to our tomb relief. Half of a stone slab that lined an underground burial chamber, it depicts a carriage procession. A similar procession is pictured on the other half, not in our collection. A standing figure, not pictured, is centered between the two panels. This figure represents the palace gatekeepers of Mount Kunlun, not the mountain range in western China forming the northern edge of the Tibetan plateau. This Kunlun is a mythical paradise, birthplace of the Chinese nation and center of heaven and earth, similar to Mount Olympus in that it's the residence of many deities. It is ruled over by Shi Huangmu, Queen Mother of the West. We'll save her story for another time. The processional scene is to illustrate the deceased's journey to heaven and highlight his esteemed social status. What better escort than heavenly horses? Entombed with this person of rank or means might be food and other objects representing items to fulfill the needs of the dead. Fortunately, burying the living to care for the dead was frowned upon in the Han Dynasty. The deceased had to make do with surrogate objects. Want to know more about horses and their special place in Chinese art and culture? Curious about their symbolism? Trot on over and check out our special exhibit, free to all. It'll be here until the 1st of January.